today tell us what is Maha Ashtalakshmi Reiki? How is this different from the Reiki we have known all along?
Yeah. Thank you, Shilpa. So to begin with, we all are aware about Goddess Lakshmi, and we all pray to her in different forms. In Buddhism, we pray to as Tara. In Hinduism, we pray as Lakshmi. Others, we pray as of abundance, Master Ascended, Master Abundantia. In every form and every religion, there is a place where money and abundance is one of the primordial or the most important part of a daily routine. So I have been in this healing journey for the past 10 years. And most of the time, I have seen in my years the top three which comes to me is first is money healings, second is health, and third is relationships. And I often end up saying that because of all the health and relationship issues, your money is jeopardized, your abundance is jeopardized. And this was a constant question onto me, as I used to always think that isn't there something or isn't there in life, when I used to meditate and ask that, isn't it necessary for every human life to be in a certain level of comfort zone with their finances? Because if we, in this myriad of life, what we go through every day, we are into the struggle of earning our daily lives. Mothers are fighting, struggling to maintain their lives, their children, their homes. Fathers, the men are struggling with their jobs. The students are struggling to become like their fathers, earning. So then, where is the time to pray? Where is the time can be spent that what we have heard in a lot of the mythologies that this is way you pray, this is the way you do so many rituals, but where is the time today in today's life? This was one very strong question which was always behind my mind. And I too have been a continuous working mother for the past 30 years. So I very well understand what everyone goes through. So this was very mind. And one day, as I had started earlier in my 10 years ago when I started learning and my master taught me all these things, I used to tell me, what is this going to help me? Where is going to help me? Where do I have the time? You're teaching me, but how do I do it? I don't even have time for myself. He said, you learn it. One day you will realize it. So, and I'm not say a religious person. I'm highly spiritual, but I don't do any religions. My puja is also limited to 20 minutes, which I do the seva of Thakurji. That is it, morning and evening. But there is a very strong force and energy where I believe there is a very higher power which keeps and controls us. And that is what maybe took me to this form as I practiced and I understood my masters. Slowly, as I went through his learnings, I could understand and I started feeling that energies which were coming, which I learned, was growing and they were magnifying. And as I started healing and I began healing, there were results not only with myself, my family, but with my friends and people who came to. So at this point of time, it has been, and for the last, and finance has been very, because at many times I have encountered a lot of people who are going through very crucial abundance and finance issues. And sometimes it's heartbreaking to see such people, even after doing so much, you're still struggling and you keep on coming back to that same point. So at this point of time, in my meditation, say around 20, around 2.5 years, I started receiving abundance messages and certain energies and forms, symbols through the practice of my meditations. And then it came one day, the Ashtalakshmi Reiki. So I was like, oh, even I too at that point, I heard about the Ashtalakshmi. I had heard about it. In Hindu traditions, we are all aware of Ashtalakshmi. But then I myself did not know what there are 8 Ashtalakshmis or how it is. I didn't have any knowledge. So at this point of time, when this was given to me, I was little apprehensive to understand that how Reiki and all this is going to be. So I was made to understand, since I'm a Reiki channeler, you can infuse this energy. And since I was working with quantum energies for such a long time, I could do actually do it. So slowly, So how it happens, I'm going to tell you, is that how we infuse the goddess energy. Ashtalakshmi, the first Lakshmi is Adi Lakshmi. She is the first creator and holder of this 8 forms of Lakshmi and this total modality. And this is run by a held and guided by the ruling planet Jupiter. We all know Jupiter is for abundance. And the planet Jupiter holds this whole modality distributed into 8 powers of Ashtalakshmi. So Adi Lakshmi, as we know, Shakti or the creative energy force of the divine is described as Shakti in the Hindu traditions. And inherently, it is a feminine manifesting in a variety of forms, with each displaying unique quality. So Ashtalakshmi comes to us in a different forms of our life. It is not always money which brings happiness to us. Sometimes we have an abundance of money, but we are not happy because we are down with some disease or somebody's unhappy, relations are not working, children are not faring well, or if the children are faring well, they're not finding enough good suitable partners. So all these things come up and boil up to again that one point of abundance and happiness and joy. So if there is no joy in life, then how do you perceive to be happy and move ahead in life? Because each one of us are putting our honest efforts towards earning the best what we can. We are always doing the best what we can do for our children, for our family, and for ourselves. Then isn't there something where we can hold all of these together? So Maha Ashtalakshmi, as it has been given to me, it has come with 8 forms of the Lakshmis. And how do I infuse quantum energy into it? Quantum energy is present with everybody. When we are born, we are highly spiritual beings. But as we go through our lives, we become realistic, and through the conditioning which we have gone through regarding money, abundance, create whales of energy shots where we are not able to manifest that. Then how do you infuse the quantum energy? So quantum energy, what happens is the restrictive energy flow in a body and the universal energy of Reiki allow us till the fifth dimension, between the third and fifth dimension, to channelize it, channelize it, channelize it within us. So what happens there? We are trying to do a certain level of healing with the sun, a healing process through channelizing the universal energy. But then after that certain points, there is a limit to it because manifestation needs a certain level of vibrancy, a vibration which you need to manifest. So this is infused through the quantum energy. Quantum energy in spirituality is a way of allowing your presence and the universe energy by freeing up the restrictive energies in your body to merge and vibrate higher to a level where we can manifest ourselves. So what happens is what many of you must be happening that what does quantum energy do? Quantum energy hastens up your manifestation because you're opening up to a higher. So many a times you see, we are all manifesting. We all manifest. Everybody in this world manifests. There's nothing in this world, nobody that can say it doesn't manifest. But then at certain point of time, we are stuck with certain things. We are not able to move ahead after certain manifestations. And we keep going around. Suppose like to take an example, I start a project today doing all due diligence that I need to say 30 lakhs to start it. But then what happens is that I start doing it and I feel that maybe my project will take 6 months, I'll get the money in 6 months, but it doesn't come to me. Because when I start the project, I'm shrouded by anxiety, fear, thoughts. Will I be able to make it? A lot of things create a lot of restrictions in manifesting that. And maybe I manifested 2 years later. But 2 years later, when that 30 lakhs comes to me, the project and the dimensions and the time has changed. I may need 1 crore at that point of time. So again, there is a huge wear and tear which has happened to you arranged for that sort of money. So at this point of time, when we infuse the energies of quantum healings at this point, it hastens up your process because it energizes you and raises your vibration to a higher level. And the fun with working with quantum energies is that it is not heavy, because we always see the word quantum and we may feel it's in physics, it's a huge one. No, it's not like that. So when I send you a quantum energy healing, you will receive it as per your body can accept it. Suppose I send you a healing, what will happen to is, at this point of time also, you are not able to take the healing, you will not feel anything. But the moment you're relaxed or you're sleeping, you will feel a flow of energy coming into you and manifesting it, because I have sent it with an intention to reach you. So it will work for 36 hours and wait for you to receive it when your body is absolutely ready at the time to receive it, the best or highest good of your soul and life in the best vibration, because it has come with a vibration. If you're not in the vibration at that moment, it will wait for you to come into that vibration and heal you at that point of time. So it is nothing like that, that immediately it has to do something I'm not feeling. You can take the healings, you listen and do that and you relax. And this, I tell you with my experience as well, because when I was learning, and my master used to teach me in the Brahma mode, that is between 3 to 5 a.m. in the morning, which was very difficult to get up and do it. So at this point of time, I myself wasn't too much interested in what energy or vibration is coming. My thought was, I have to learn it so I don't have to repeat it again. So I didn't pay attention to anything. I just heard what he was saying, and I used to close up. My point was to finish and go to sleep back again. That was my point. And one day it happened so that it was a stronger one. He explained everything, and I just, after some time, I was just relaxing. And I suddenly see whatever he had said, something all floating in front of me. And I was like, what is this? What is floating? Then it was studying. And then after some time, I realized, oh, it was that connection which I had learned 8 hours ago is coming back to me now. And so at that point, I've received. So then I asked my master, what was that? What was it happening? So he said, that is the fun of a quantum energy. It will come to you and you'll receive it the best frequency when you're at the best possible time you are able to receive it. So this makes a lot of things easy for us. Then we are able to hold that energy into our life and make the best of it. So this is what is quantum energy and how we infuse it with Reiki and the goddess energy. So as we all know, goddess Lakshmi is the consort of Lord Vishnu, the sustainer of the universe, and worshipped as the goddess of wealth and prosperity. Goddess Lakshmi bestows specific types of wealth through unique 8 forms, collectively known as the Ashtalakshmi. There are various combinations of Ashtalakshmi, but the Ashtalakshmis which have been given to me are in this form, which I will slowly take you through. Should I, Shilpa, now, or you want any question, anything more coming up?
Absolutely, Sanghamitra. I do want to tell you first what a wonderful introduction. I actually don't have any questions to what you said, but I want to do a quick recap because this is really fantastic. It is not just Reiki, which we all love already, but you have actually infused it with 8 forms of Goddess Lakshmi energies. And on top of that, there is quantum energy. And this is really so helpful that the quantum energy, it will work whenever the recipient is ready. It is not going to go waste. It is not going to be not impactful. It will wait till we are ready. This is really breakthrough stuff, Sanghamitra. And also, I want to tell everybody that you also can become a Maha Ashtalakshmi Reiki Grandmaster. And don't worry, Sanghamitra is not going to do this in the Brahma Muhurat, that is between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. And Sanghamitra, also want to share something really interesting. At least me, all my life I thought Lakshmi ji is associated with wealth only. But you have actually opened this up for me that there are the different forms and this form of Reiki and these 8 forms of Lakshmi ji is not just for prosperity and wealth in money, but also for all areas of our life. So this really makes it all round and all encompassing. So Sanghamitra, thank you for introducing this to us. Again, I repeat to everybody, Sanghamitra is the one who has channeled the symbols of this form of Reiki. Everybody, if you have any questions in your mind, let us know on the group and we will take them up. I also want to remind you that we will be receiving an attunement today, so stay tuned for that. Sanghamitra, before you take us through the eight forms of Lakshmi Ji, you have actually shared some really beautiful pictures, and all of us will receive from those energies. Before we get there, Sanghamitra, can you give us a few examples of how this Reiki has helped you or your clients? Can you give us some examples about how all this can work?
Yeah, surely. Of course, without success stories, it doesn't happen. And the first thing was for my very long time, I practiced Buddhism for last 13, 14 years. And it has been that I have never asked anything for me because I've been so being continuously in process of helping and doing this that it never came to me that I needed anything else, because as I was practicing and helping others, my life was automatically changing. Because I practiced and meditated, I never needed to ask for anything at a certain point of time. And today, after saying such a long time, my life has become, I swear, and in the presence of the divine, I would say that life is as smooth, and whatever I think, it just happens. So even this event also happened on a day which I wished for, though it was designed on some other day. And I just wish that I wish it could have happened on that day. And I get a message that it's happened. So it has become so smooth, and that, and one of the most important part of life is, apart from money, is that the happiness in the family and the joy in the family, which I've received immensely from this practice, is I have a very happy family, very joyous one, and with lot of abundance in relationships, happiness, love, and affection, which has, and I've never prayed it for. And at certain times, the Lord and goddesses have blessed me in such a way that I have nothing else to ask for. I can only express gratitude and nothing else. Yes, in other parts of my life, when I'm healing customers, there was this business house whose money was stuck for several years, like say around 5, 6 years. And these people were very strong people and they were not paying in. It's a huge amount in crores. And when it came to me and they were really worried about it, I said, okay, let's see how to do it. Let's put an intention and see, because it was a business house. So we needed to involve all the people, taking decision-making people onto that. We worked onto it, and the system at that point of was that the people who owed the money were not even coming up to them, to not even allowing them inside the gates, let alone receiving calls or anything like that. So it had come to that point, a total dead end. But when we invoke the energies and with the help of symbols and the clearing, what we did, around in 50 to 55 days, the whole money was recovered amicably, harmoniously. And actually, when these people went to receive the money, they felt as if they were being welcomed earlier when they were not even allowed inside the gates. So this was the huge change in life which we came. Of course, there's a process to go on, because when we challenge larger amounts of money or larger things, it takes time. It is not that it will happen in a day. But then, yes, it happened, which was not happening for such a long time. But it opened the gates and it happened in a very harmonious way, so later on, we didn't have any problem with them. Both people did not have any problem. It was very amicable and hard. There was a person who was going through a very bad financial conditions, that it had come to such a level that even paying school fees was getting difficult for the person. At that point of time, he was very well educated and everything was happening, but nothing was working out on the finance form. So when I helped him with this, he could release a lot of his money. He started getting tenders. His children's health improved. His health improved. And slowly it took time, because there was a lot of other energies also involved in it. So we cleared all that and it helped. And today that person is absolutely happy, that it was not that I told him, you go. He said, ma'am, I'm totally happy now. I will come back to if I need anything. You don't need to spend your time. You help more people. I'm happy now. So this was the reaction of that person whom I helped. So it has been going on, and money, as I told you, is the highest form of healing people who come to me. But with that, there are a lot of things comes which help. Many a times, people suffering from health or relationships, or people who are not able to find suitable partners, also have a problem with this. So these things can be solved with the help of Ashtalakshmi, because as I take you through, Sandan Lakshmi and Vijaya Lakshmi are the two ones who can help you in getting into this. And when you meditate on them, the energies, when you're attuned to them, and the energies when they magnify within you, your intentions and thoughts start working, and you start directions how to move forward with it. So it is not that money, because I have money, but I don't have a suitable partner, I'm alone. Then what do I do? What do I do with the money? I have children, but they are not around. What do I do with the money? At certain point of time, money also does not give you that happiness which we are always seeking. We need everything in our life, just like to live and healthy life, we need vitamin D, vitamin C, multivitamins, calciums, everything we need. Same way, the Ashtalakshmis are also created in our to complete that whole thali, that whole plate of abundance in our lives. So, and I can tell you that with this practice, and when you are doing it diligently, you will 100% able to create a magnificent life for yourself, because this energy channel has not come to me just like that. It has been given to me, and I have been made to meditate to accept it, to come to a level of accepting all the energies. Then then the symbols were given to me, explained to me, and the fun of when the symbols are infused with this quantum energy, the fun is that the energies, the symbols of the energies will upgrade. As suppose you're using it and you're meditating it for 3 years, maybe for 3 months, you've done it very diligently. All of a sudden, you may find the energies are upgraded. They're doing much faster, and you will start getting the notes, like you can use it for some more things, expanding it. So expansion will happen, because as your body is getting ready to expand to the energies, the symbols will also upgrade on its own. And if it upgrades come to me, I offer it to you also. So it happens with me, because it has happened with me. The upgrades have come to me. The symbols have upgraded automatically as you start using and collecting them. Same way as a relationship. Suppose you are my friend, and more I meet and connect to you, and I understand you, of course, the bonding increases. Same way, the bonding of your increases with the symbols, and which you can help a lot in your lives, yourself and others. So this is a process which has come to me, and I wish to give it to as many, spread it to as many people as I can, because that was a promise which they had made to me, because I wasn't a very outgoing person at one point of time, taking 20, 30, 40 clients together. I did it at my very own sweet pace. So that was one condition. They said that if you're taking this, then it's your responsibility to spread it to as maximum people as you can, because the thought behind it was that people need to be in a certain level of comfort zone with abundance, prosperity, happiness, and money specifically.